thank you for having me here. Yes, even though I am in Canada and we have 8 feet of snow piled up, and I've still got some energy left for you guys. So thank you for joining as we move forward. And yes, I'd love to be part of your group. And I'm just here to help and share some of my energy and tips as we go along. So I just want you to put it into the chat, and I probably will say the question box out of force of habit, where are you from? So just where you're joining us from today, that would be awesome. So we can see where everybody is hanging out in their warm areas. Anybody that's warm, I would love to be with you. It came up today on my Facebook that a while ago I was in Florida a number of years ago. Love it. So Florida, the beach in Florida. Oh, I love it. Kansas City, KC, yes, going to the NFL. Texas, Carolina, North Raleigh. Yes, I remember I did an event there. Snow Boston. One of the things is no matter where you're from, there's some things that is always the same. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So a little bit about marketing, a lot about mindset, maybe it's a few tools in there. And I know I won't have a chance to go deep into a lot of topics but we'll pack in what we can in. Now we're going to look at some options and choices you have. And so what's going to happen as we go through this conversation, you're going to discover that your mindset, it can control the amount of action that you take forward, or maybe not at all. Now let's celebrate. Today is World Nutella Day. I don't know if any of you like it or not, but it is. So just thought I'd put that out there. And here's another thing. How many had this? Ice cream for breakfast day. I don't know if anybody did, but just put ice in the chat if you did have ice cream as well. And yes, these are all first Saturdays in February, which is where it is today. And it's also National Play Outside Day. Play Outside Day. All right. So, hey, put in the chat. What's your favorite thing you like to do outside? Mine is certainly not shoveling. I would be on that beach with some of you here as well. So just like to kind of start it off with that. Also, if you're not familiar with who I am, who am I? That's a good question. Yes, I live on the east coast of Canada, next to the state of Maine, up in here. Also, too, I am the creator of Sharing is Caring videos, entrepreneur business gap coach. We've got some gaps in our businesses. International award-winning speaker, had the opportunity to speak at many different, and I always love coming back and speaking with JJ's group and all you great people. A huge retail management background, also operated to special care homes here locally as well. And just recently, with the pandemic and everything changes, I was never a licensed realtor before because I didn't need to be at the time because I was too busy having fun, training, teaching. And so I just recently got my license with eXp Realty. I'm trying to put all my real estate experience together for local people. But most importantly, I'm your number one cheerleader. That's who I am as well. And really what happens is everything starts and ends with your mindset. It really does. And a lot of times we don't spend enough time on this. It's like exercise. I'm going to work and focus on it for a couple times, a couple weeks, and then I'm just going to let it go. Well, no, that's not how it works. Your mindset needs attention and what you feed your mind on a regular basis. Now, there's 3 types of people with mindsets joining us here today. And some of them, it's kind of like, I know it, it's boring, right? It's like going to the gym. Some people, it's going to be a review. I may know this, but it's good to remember, good reminder. And hey, they go to the gym many times. And some of you may be new, or you never looked at it this way. So stay open-minded. Sometimes, again, we just need those reminders. Now, also, too, you probably hear me as being accused of being the selfie queen. That was another one of those titles. What are you known for? Well, that's something that I was known for. One of the things in my main mission, daily mission, is to create more smiles in different ways with people I come in contact on a daily basis. Because folks, we can work hard, we can play hard, we can have fun, and there's not enough smiles out there. So, hey, I want to see all those big smiles on the screen here today too. Want you to enjoy. So that's really how simple it comes down to. I'm just here to share. And so if you haven't had a chance to check out some of the Sharing is Caring videos, when this pandemic started way back, I thought, COVID-19, let's do 19 videos. It was great, entertaining, some great tips, had some fun, also showing off my Mickey Mouse collection. And I think I'm up to about 250 videos at this point. People keep watching. It's to help feed your mind. It's putting fun back into work and having some of those. So you can check some of those out. And I do share them in JJ's group as well, if you haven't seen them, all kinds of different topics. So hopefully just put videos in there if some of you have had an opportunity to check out some of them over the period of times. 19. I can't believe that I'm still clicking on and doing them as such. So, but a lot of fun. And you're right, some of them, sometimes we just need a picker upper during the day. We just need some entertainment. We just need something to take our mind off of whatever the stressful situation may be. And that is what makes a difference as well. And I heard you say a little bit about, but is this you? Is your mindset keep you sitting on the bench, right? We take this to the sports team analysis. Do you sit on the bench most of the time? Are you that bench warmer? Well, that's okay. Starting out, yes, you need to learn what the rules are, how the game plays, but are you somebody who allows your mindset to just keep learning, and then it's like, wow, I don't know. Well, that's not the case. We have to get you in the game. And just put bench in there. Does anybody feel that they're just sitting on the bench way too long? Now, I noticed before someone said, you're always learning. Yes, you need to. The one way to look at, this real estate business is that you're building a house. Well, before you can move in, before you get the deal, you need to have a foundation. You need to have some items put in place, right? So that is, think about it. You're always making progress. You're always having fun. Well, the thing is, you need to get into the game and you need to stay in the game. And then you will score by getting those deals, whether it be, realtor listings, whether it be that wholesale deal, whether it be get that house under contract, whether that be that rehab that you're getting, whether it be you getting something you're selling or just a referral, right? So there's many different ways that you can do that. So let's keep you in the game. Your mindset can do two things: keep you in the game, or it can take you out of the game as well. All right. Hey, I want you to put into the chat now, what is your number one business asset? You're right. It's the desire, my mind, staying positive, right? It is you. And you are correct, right? The number one asset you have is actually your mind, your mindset. And it can come down to, hey, what do you tell yourself on a regular basis? One cool thing about operating your own business is you get to pick the people that you want to hang around with, right? Because in those jobs, who makes the decision? Yeah, it's the boss, the managers. And sometimes, their decisions is not the best. And what happens with that is sometimes we need to fill in those cracks or fill in those gaps. There's something missing. So one of the key things is that, what you focus on expands. Remember that. What you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on all those negative things, that I'm never going to get this done, I'm never going to get a deal, I'm never going to get something, then that's exactly what you're going to get. We need help, right? It requires a new level of thinking to get you to the next level that you want to be, right? Just to do your first deal, hey, that is good. A couple of deals, nothing wrong with that. Take a month at a time, one under property. Excellent. Those are all important. At least my first deal. That's great, because we all know it takes some work to get those deals. No question. How many people? Busy work. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. Or is your mind actually working on revenue generating activities? Oh, never thought of it that way. Now, there are some busy things we have to do. And I know people that, listen, we can do all kinds of busy works, but it's not going to get us our goals of having 6 wholesale deals, a deal for a month, getting our first deal. We need to make sure we're working on those revenue generating activities. And sometimes what happens, excuses, right? I like to say you can make excuses or you can make money. Which one do you want to do? What excuse is blocking you from moving forward? What are some of your favorite excuses? Just share one with us, right? Because we need to work on and running. We all have them. How can we work on them? And you got to work on them on a regular basis, right? So one of the things when we talk about mindset, what do you feed your mind daily? Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me. We do a great job at feeding our bodies. We always make sure we've got that, right? But what happens up here? Because we all know that there's so much noise out there, right? And it's even worse today that we can get so distracted, the squirrels. So a lot of that has to do with how do you start your day? Now, I don't know, some people may have a morning routine or not. If you don't, then here's just a few simple items to implement to help move you forward. Before I get up in the morning, as soon as my feet hit the ground, the floor, I say thank you for another day, right? Something good is going to happen to me today. You have 2 choices: control your mind, or your mind is going to control you. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. There's only 2 here. And it will be a constant battle, because that's where I'm just going to let all those excuses, and I'm not going to move forward, right? So does it take work? Yeah. Remember, it's like exercise. It takes constant work, because we're all got that roller coaster where we all need. And, during these, last couple of years, it has been even more challenging on the mindsets with a lot of people. If you do not appreciate what you have now, the universe is not going to give you any more. Well, think about that. We spend a lot of time teaching on how to do the real estate, but what about you? Who works on you? So one of the programs I have is Daily Action for Positive Mindset. And this is something you can check out later if you want. How do you start your day on a positive note or not? I call them kind of your mind menu. What do you do in the morning? Is it the prayers, is it the exercises, is it reading something, is it getting journals? What do you do? Kind of like the main course, or those big items that you do throughout, either in the morning or nights. Snacks, they're simply, sometimes you are just feeling down and you need to adjust your mindset. And it was the case for me. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I just got to get up out of the office. And you know what? Just go to the Mickey Mouse room. It's going to make me feel good. Or I'm just going to talk to somebody. So you all need, I call them snacks. What are those snacks items that you do for yourself, for the mindset? The other item is kind of a dessert and nightcap. How do you end your day? Do you write down a gratitude, 3 things that happened today, or you just say, hey, I am thankful for these 3 things? How do you end your day? How do you end your mind, right? How do you shut your mind down? That's kind of an idea you can use, right? If you don't have some kind of routine, what you feed your mind, your mindset menu. Again, my suggestion that you certainly do that is there's a lot of positivity that can come from that as well. Hey, here's some things, positive affirmations. I am, right? There's some great ones. I'm going to keep my joy no matter how difficult things appear today. I'm about to experience breakthroughs. I'm grateful because of all the good things in my life. I'm full of faith. Good. What good can I do today? I'm going to be the best me I can. I have a great app on my phone. It's you can download it. It's called I Am. And what that is that it's I am and different sayings, and it will pop up randomly throughout the day on your phone. And sometimes it's like good reminders. And you're saying, what does it have to do with marketing? Everything. Because if you're not in the right mindset of how to promote yourself in the business, think about it. And if you haven't done this, what do people think of when they think of your business or you? what makes you stand out? So make sure you Google yourself if you're using your name or your business. Now, if you haven't done that, just check it out. See where you show up. And again, there's a lot you can do. There is an I Am app that sends affirmations to help assist you getting in the right mindset. Yes, that's right. And that's the one I have on my phone, Greta. So make sure, yes, Google my business, Google you. And if you want to check it out, Google some friends and say, hey, what comes up? What do you want to stand out for? So important. And some people never think about it. I remember the first time someone told me, Google myself. I'm like, woo, all right, let's see what I'm known for. Now, here's the thing for marketing. And how do you stand out? Now, when you see this up on the screen, I'm just going to talk a little bit about, we've all been on their Zooms, and this was taken a while ago. So I want you to put in the chat, what stands out on this right away? What stands out? Because what happens is in this box that you have, this is part of your marketing. How do you want to show up? How are people going to see you? It is like almost having a business tool. What is the first thing you see that you notice on here? Ah, yes, definitely, right? Who do you see first? Where do your eyes go? The idea is, of course, good lighting. And again, this was taken on one of the, obviously JJ was there, right? You had the color, good light. Yeah, little things. So it's making sure that you're, I'm not picking on anybody here, right? But it's, what does it say about you? What's the first thing that stands out in this picture? We're talking about a little bit of simple things in marketing. What's the first thing that stands out in this picture? These are people in my little province in New Brunswick. I did this on purpose. And what did I do on purpose? We're like the last province for this EXP to open in Canada, right? And so I did that on purpose, and it was like, wow. So think about some of these things, and that goes back with branding and everything. Yeah, when I sing this, and I'm like, I showed it to some friends of mine who have nothing about real estate, and they're like, we got you right there. So yes, that can make a big difference. So I'm actually branding with that particular item. So that's just good. Thank you for playing along, participating in here. That means you're certainly putting in action. You're getting this as well. So of course, one of the things we look at is, oh, we're here. Our mind is here, and we need to move on. But what do? Well, that's where, yes, filling in the gap is what has to happen. And that's why I'm also known as the gap coach. Why? Because you've got some knowledge over here, you've got some goals over here, you need the right action in the middle so that you can get to where you need to go. So that's where we got to look at. Now, do we need to do this all at once? No, we need to do it in bite sizes, a little bit, but a little bit to keep moving in. So what is next, right? It's kind of like GAP, so you remember, it's getting action, progress. One of my actions was, Darlene, you've got all this real estate experience with flipping houses, wholesales, businesses and commercial and doing and training and teaching. Well, that's why I went and got my license. Let's put it to work. That's putting it into action. Sometimes we just got to back to the old basics. We just got to keep it simple. And I know I've worked with a lot of people that sometimes, we have other jobs or positions or other companies. Sometimes we have to straighten some of them out just to get in time for your real estate business. And that's okay. That's part of it. Don't make it complicated. I'm just keeping it rule of three and simple. So there's only two things you have to choose. It's A or B. It's yes or no. A lot of times the fear holds us back. And what does it hold us back from? Well, sometimes making those mental decisions. You've got to exercise those decision muscles, right? Sitting on the fence doesn't do it. Sometimes we have to reduce that thinking time, right? So that's a case where some people said, well, time, again, okay, time is yes, but let's think about it for 15 minutes instead of 45. We reduced our thinking time. We've increased our decision muscles. So pick the yes, I can. Never mind that try. So make sure everybody put a yes in there that I am going, right? To reduce my thinking time, I'm going to continuously put that in. That shows you're making a commitment. And yes, you can. No, you can't. So there's three types of decisions: decisions that you make before, the planning decisions. I call it prevention. There's a lot of things that you can do. And it's during, present moment decisions. That hell has to go with the mindset. And I was like, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to do what it takes. Right. So that's really, and my mind was like, okay, we're just going to make this happen. We're going to go get salt. We're going to go make sure this home is prepared for these people moving into our province from another place. So, if you're running around always putting out the fire, that can affect the mindset. It's just like, oh, why is nothing working out? And then there's kind of the after decisions, where we look at, how do you react to the items that happen in your business? You only make those mistakes once. So is there a way that we can eliminate some of the fires? That's one of the things we want to look at. Okay, duct tape marketing. Hey, there is a website, duct tape marketing. There's a lot of great marketing ideas. First thing you got to do is block out some marketing time in your schedule. A lot of times, we'll do schedules for, I'm going to do this training, I'm going to go to this networking event, but what are you actually going to do for marketing? Right? That's where we got it. Your mindset is always always be promoting yourself as well. Do you block off in your schedule each week a little bit just for marketing, just for doing simple marketing items? Never thought of it. Well, if you don't, you should be. So you need to direct constantly your mindset on a regular basis. It is an everyday process. You got to be consistent moving ahead. Yeah, there's going to be road work ahead where you need. Sometimes you just have to stop. But the key is slow. Notice the sign says slow, not stop. Keep moving forward. A little bit goes a long way each day. All right. Hey, here, this is something, just another little item. I won't go into a lot of details. Take a screenshot of this. This is something to do for a great, we call them different versions of audio business cards. I help, who are the people that you help, right? With what is the pain or gain that they have by some solution through whatever product and services. So this is something that you could have a number, and this is a great way just to do a little video. I'm not going to go through a lot of this, but of course, we know that there is many different marketing ideas. It's just thinking your mindset that you can do it, whether it's holding classes, running information sessions, love, social media contests or giveaways, getting people, you see people doing that a lot. Here's the thing, simple can go a long ways. So I just seen a post on social media. Someone said, hey, if you live next to a senior, go and make sure, because we had a snowstorm, that they're all right. And I thought, very simple, caught my attention. Do social media, we know it's important. Well, there's simple ways that you can do it, right? Plannable buffers and social pilot. There's some free stuff, 9 different social networks. So what we're doing is giving you some tips and information to take away the fear that I can't do that. Yes, you can. And so maybe some of you are. I am not always selling. I provide a lot of free contents and everything moving forward. That's an example. How do you spend your time account, right? We only have so much time. And it's, we can beat ourselves up. Don't do that. A little bit goes a long ways, right? Focus a little bit on feeding this. If anything, we need more of a balance in our lives with everything that's been going on over the last couple of years. The kids, the jobs, at home. Look after your mind, look after your feelings, add some balance. Sometimes we don't give this any attention, right? We give the body attention, we feed it, we exercise it, but we don't do this. And this can take you out of the game. And I can't stress how important it is. Mindset applies so much to so many different items. And sometimes you just need to be around that energy person that just makes you feel good. If that's what you need, do it. Sometimes we just need those breaks, right? You just can't always, work. We need again. And this is a great place to do that as well. Your time account. We only have so much of it, and it's getting more focused time. And, one thing I do is I call it the 10-minute focus times. And it's just taking 10 minutes, and I'm going to only focus on this. I'm not going to have any distractions because there's a lot of squirrels out there. And I'm going to do it. If that's something that works for you, great. One of the things is that there's many things out there, but it's most important is, what is the simple thing that will help you? What is the simple thing that will help you, right? That's what, and what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? I love that. Whenever I see Mickey Mouse, I think of Darlene. Peggy, I love that, right? So that's kind of, I love, I miss being at Disney. I'm, having Mickey withdrawal symptoms from not being there for the last couple of years because of the travel restrictions. And you're right. But that's something that's kind of stands out throughout that. So how do you spend that time account? You need a to-do list, too many things. We are busy, no question. No question. Everybody's busy. Sit back and think in your mind, am I doing the right items? Am I focusing on the right things? Sometimes you just want to, I got to do this, got to do this. Yeah, but step back. Sometimes you just need that. I call it the mindset priorities, is focusing it on threes. What is staying on the fence? And a lot of people do that. They just sit on the fence. Sitting on the fence in your mind is making a decision. I'm just not doing nothing. I'm not going to fall off. I'm not going to jump over. You need to kind of focus. I start my day with so many priorities. What are the things I'm going to do today? And in my mind, all right, I hate doing this one. We all got them, but I'm going to do it first. As I said, gratitude and coffee, they are, sometimes I don't like to put in too much. It's kind of, this is a momentum matrix. And Jesse Ecker, who's T. Harv Ecker's son. And, when you look at it, are you somebody spreads too thin? Is things going in your business? Are you focused? Are you playing small? If you're just starting out, you're not playing small, you're just getting rolling. You are doing successful things in your business, or that big red one, procrastination. How do we get some of that? Are always scattered? Where is your mind? What we want to do is, you want to set you up to win, right? Create those easy steps. You should be, one thing they always celebrate your wins. We don't do that enough. It's those little things. And I call them no reasons, just those no reason texts to say to somebody, hey, just checking in, see how you're feeling today. Well, there's two things. You can pick A or B, right? We can sit in the office and we can twiddle our thumbs, can kind of have your mind everywhere, or you can take some action. Remember those 10-minute focus items that you have. I'm going to try to wrap it up in here. So a couple things. Hey, just stay on the lookout. I will be doing a 3-hour session. It's a business checkup session. There will be a small fee for this, not very much. I'll be doing this in March. So keep an eye out for that. If you'd like to, we have a chance to go into a lot of more details into your business. It's a working session. So it's not just teaching, it's a working, and you're filling in, you're working on your business at the same time. So you can certainly drop me an email. Watch out for that coming up. Also too, I still do some one-on-one coaching. So if you have an interest, just reach out to me as well. Moving forward, had an opportunity to work with some great people. Also, I want a little bit of reading. I've had an opportunity from ordinary to extraordinary. This is actually a book of 10 successful women in real estate in the Canadian market. And so I was asked to be in this book, and there's with some other great real estate investors across beautiful country. So that's just new. If you're looking for a copy of that, I can certainly get you that. I wear a couple hats. I am here to serve people and help however I can. That is one important thing. And then again, I just put the EXP, certainly building a team international. It's one way of still working and choosing who I get to work with moving forward. If that's an interest, hey, that is certainly an option as well. I'm having a lot of fun with that. And that's where I'm working with people on the West Coast, in my particular area, because our real estate is inexpensive. People can come here and certainly buy it. And one of the first thing they say is, wow, your experience, you can just walk in a house, you can tell us, and this is an area it's not. So again, putting it to work moving forward there. You can follow me if you're not on Facebook, Darlene.Smith1, right? Definitely put that in there. Info is info@darlenesmith.ca if you want to email me, or you can check out my website as well. Love to connect with people. If I can be of help to your group, to speak to your group, I love it. I would be here to definitely help you move in forward.